Hello everyone, my name is Catherine, and this is my rebuttal response to the points made by Alyssa, Ty, Shelby, and Diane in regards to capping insulin prices to increase accessibility with a goal for better long-term health outcomes for diabetics. Diane mentioned in her argument, and I quote, that efforts should be directed towards addressing the underlying issues of high prices. And one of those issues that she mentioned that needed to be addressed was the lack of health care and the importance of, quote, health care for all individuals. I acknowledge the importance of health care insurance for all individuals. However, I don't believe the small minority of uninsured diabetics in this country is what is driving the high price of insulin. The CDC released a national health interview survey that was conducted in 2019 that showed that out of all diabetics in the United States, 93.4% of them had health insurance coverage, and almost 99% of people who were 65 years and older were insured. Please see Table 1 to view the outcome of this 2019 survey. Although people with insurance do pay less out of pocket for their insulin, the price is still too high and is unaffordable for many insured people. A study on over 1,100,000 diabetics in this country from 2017 to 2018 showed that 1 in 7 people experienced catastrophic health spending during that time period. This study by Bakila et al. Specifically looked at out-of-pocket spending on insulin that reached catastrophic levels. These authors define catastrophic spending as the point when a diabetic spends 40% of their post-subsistence family income on insulin alone. Please look at Table 2, which shows the study's findings. You can see that the majority of people who reach these crisis levels of spending on just insulin alone already had health insurance. Due to the overwhelming cost of insulin, even for diabetics who are insured, many people unfortunately are faced with the frequent choice to take a smaller dose or even skip a dose in order to stretch out their supply. The National Health Interview Survey done in 2021 showed that a total of 16.5% of insulin users in the United States rationed insulin in the past year, which is about 1.3 million adults. To summarize my points in conclusion, while I do agree with our opponents that we should work towards the goal of making sure all citizens have health insurance, and I do believe that that would directly help with diabetes diagnosis and treatment, I don't believe that solution would drive down the prices of insulin. My reasons are because most diabetics that struggle to afford their insulin each month are already insured. And this hasn't resulted in decreased costs, but instead, as my group shared in our initial presentation, the costs of insulin are continuing to rise. A disturbing 1 in 7 diabetic people are faced with out-of-pocket costs that have reached catastrophic spending levels. No one should have to spend 40% of their income just on insulin alone. People are rationing their insulin, which puts them at risk for diabetic ketoacidosis and even death. Capping the price of insulin would result in better managed diabetes and thus higher quality of life for diabetics in this country. Thank you for listening.